What's going on, guys? This ain't gonna be a long video. This is just, see, Bobby, this is the fucking problem right here. See, this is the problem. You know, you make these incognito accounts, right? You should make one called fucking Chain Link and Barbed Wire, because you're a fence riding motherfucker. And here's what I mean by that. You might say, oh no, I don't care enough about this. I go home, I got someone home that loves me and all that fucking shit. That's the problem, Bobby. You don't. You go to one channel, you'll sit there when they're talking shit and not say nothing. You're either got a catering order or you're, I don't hear everything. We told you, like the other day, we told you exactly when we were saying shit like where you could go find it. You're like, well, I don't, care enough to do that. But you see what happens. You get up there, right? You're sitting there saying, like when Flex asked you, I think it was Flex, asked you about Serb. Or it could have been in the chat. I can't remember who said it, but someone asked you if you believe that, right? And you literally said, oh, I don't know. I don't know either way. I've not looked into it. Well, dude, you're saying what you believe right there. You're actually saying, like, yeah, because you were fucking going everywhere talking about Serb, how worried you was about him. Like I said, the day you come back and you sit there and said, when he said, oh, Dan, when'd you get to Florida? That comment, you look like Serb's back, and you seen all that, you could tell by the way you went from typing to nothing, that you was like, you knew you was lied to. I mean, a guy saying he's got fucking, not only the Coast Guard, but 3 private agencies, they're spotting his boat in the Bahamas, a boat of Haitians. Ain't it funny, Serb talks about fucking Haitians on a boat, next thing you know, they're eating goddamn geese in fucking Springfield. I'm joking, Thunder, shut the fuck up. But anyway, my point of it is, Bobby, you see what Serb did, right? I ain't seen all of that yet. Last night I seen they were live, and I watched a few minutes of it, maybe like 4 minutes, because they started talking about DoorDash, and that's all they was talking about, DoorDash order. I was like, oh, okay, it's over. But I guess not. I guess they kept back. That's what it causes, Bobby. When you sit there and say you don't care about this, you don't care about that, because you got stuff off the internet, you know, all this stuff, I turn this off, I don't care no more. But you do care, because you're everywhere, Bobby. You say you're not, I don't come on here no more. Yeah, you do. You just don't ever type where you think you might get a little pushback. Now, Serb was sitting there saying that we were attacking you, Bobby. He'll probably say this is attacking you. I fucking is, kind of is, I guess. But what I'm saying, he was sitting there saying that we were saying shit to you, right? But yet when Serb was on a panel sitting down there and you were getting fucking, I mean, cussed out, called every name in the book by Cherry, some of it over Serb. At any time, Serb could have ended that by saying, you know, that he's a fucking liar, or, you know, he lied, he shouldn't have lied, he shouldn't put you in that position. He didn't do it. Hector didn't do it when he fucking told of your private conversations. So, see, that's the thing, Serb. You keep saying Bobby could have asked you stuff. Bobby's never said nothing about it. Yeah, you did, Serb, and I'm not the one saying that. Your good buddy Cherry, he let it out there. Bobby did. Well, actually, Hector let it out. Hector told Cherry. That was the first thing. It was Hector's fault. If Hector hadn't told Cherry, Cherry couldn't have said nothing. But he told Hector that if you did that, that was sick. Well, Serb, that's the thing. You know you're a liar, so essentially Bobby called you a sick person. So there you go. And you was talking about something like Mr. G. See, I've always said that you got to be very careful when you're like asking somebody something. See, a pathological liar, they'll take, you know, somebody, see, G called you out on all kinds of shit, but you took the one thing, the one little thing that he had a little bit off. I think it was MOL or something like that. I don't know what that is, because I wasn't a fucking Navy SEAL. $4 for 10 miles. But anyway, and you called that out. You didn't call out all the other shit G said. You just called out the one little part that he may be confused, because maybe that's the Army and you said you was Navy. I have no idea. I mean, I thought MOL stood for, because you're always in your car driving, I thought it stood for like miles of lies, because you know, God only knows, you probably wrap the country, the fucking world. Get over here and don't worry, Serb, I got you. Anyway, but Serb, you keep saying that, you know, you've said everything, it's their choices to believe it or not. But again, when people ask you, you don't say a goddamn word. You could easily dispel, you could prove Sir, in a 5-minute period, you could literally make everybody that's saying anything about you lying, you can make everybody, you look like idiots. But you can't do it, because you know why? You're a fucking liar. But, and again, G, you told G, you said, if you're going to say that kind of stuff, you should, you know, do your research. Well, you didn't tell G, of course. You said it on Necros because nobody was there. But you said G should do his research. But yet we did our research. We done that. We done that. Before we said anything, we did our research. I mean, very thorough. I mean, and what did you say about that? Oh my God, they're looking up stuff on the internet. Oh my God. See, ain't it funny? When someone catches you in your lie, they have no life. Then when someone says something wrong, they should have done their research. Man, you are like a fucking you're not really a good pathological liar. I mean, you're good at the excuses, but the lies you suck at. Because like I said, you think anybody's going to believe that shit? I mean, yes, wait a minute, I gotta see what this is. Yeah, we're going to do this one. But anyway, do you think people's going to believe that you got 3? First it was 1 agency, then it went to 3. Then it was the Coast Guard was like, they were sending back coordinates, your boats was putting out shit. I did accept that motherfucker. Accept. Anyway, you were saying that, or I'm sorry, dog. Well, it's you. But I'm saying we're going to say at the time we don't know that was you. But you're saying you're being fucking spotted all over the fucking place. Like I said, the boat of Haitians and everything. Then you said you was going to have a talk with the goddamn marina for, I don't know. But when you're called out and it's all bullshit all of a sudden, it's like, oh, there's reasons. You heard her redacted. Well, for one, dude, they ain't going to redact shit. See, this is Don Shipley. This is the thing. If you watch him, you'll see that, like, you get all these people that says, oh, it's classified. They're all full of shit. There ain't hardly anything classified. Look this shit up. Thunder can tell you exactly where to find all this shit. And when I'm saying that, and they laugh at it, because that's what people say, oh, it's classified. That gets them out of the lie. Oh, I can't talk much about that. The reason you can't talk much about it, because you was never fucking there. You've never done nothing. I mean, dude, like I said, all you gotta do, and when we say this, and you'll say that, like, well, I don't owe nobody nothing, I ain't gotta explain myself, but you'll set up on Necros and talk shit for hours about, and then you'll bring up, like I said, you'll bring up Mr. G. You'll bring up the one little thing that he was off on, not all the other shit that he called you out on. You'll bring up the one thing he got wrong. You'll talk about that. But like I said, you could take all the heat off everybody, Bobby and everybody. You're saying that, again, you didn't say shit to Cherry. Blaze, I didn't even know this because I didn't see the comments, so Blaze had to delete it, right? Or it could have been somebody. I got moderators, I think. I don't know can people delete comments off it? I don't know. But I didn't see the comment. And, but Bobby said it was about him and it was really bad. But he says it on the lounge. Serb's seen the lounge because Serb's talking about it. They're fucking playing it. But when Blaze is up there, fucking Necro is up there highlighting his shit. And Serb's sitting there talking to him. Yeah. See, that's what happens when you lie so much. People's embarrassed to be seen with you. See, Necro isn't. See, I used to think Necro was this guy that he just wanted to have his own thing, which was fine. But I thought he was kind of like a chill guy, anti-drama and all like that. That I found out very quick. No, Necro's a shit-stirring motherfucker. No offense, Necro, but you are. You know that, and you do it for clicks and views, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're a YouTube channel. You're wanting clicks and views. That's why you do it. I mean, because you'll go places trying to start shit, then you'll use that drama to get your channel. Hey, that's fucking smart in a way, but. You see what you got left, Necro. All you get is fucking, Nick made a good point. Look at your panel. There's nobody, it's crazy. You got a few like Tommy and them that come around every now and then, but most of your panel's a bunch of fucking idiots. When Tommy and a few other people, you got some people who go up there every now and then. But majority of it, it's fucking Serb and Sam Lee every now and then. And like I said, I don't even know Sam Lee that well. I ain't got really nothing against him. Because, I know he said some stupid shit. I've heard it. I've never heard him really say it. I heard him say the Q-tip and the dick thing. That's fucking pretty bad, Sam. Jesus Christ. I hope that's a lie. I don't think it is. See, I think Sam should lie and Serb should tell the truth. That's the difference. But Sam tells the truth and Serb lies. But, Bobby, before we get this over with, we got to get back to you real quick because I got to go in and shop for this shit. I'm just saying, this is what it causes when you keep saying, oh, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. I'm never on YouTube. I only come here every now and then. I only do this. No, Bobby, you do. You go to one set of people, you got one rules for them. They do whatever. You come over here and you do this. When you sit there and act like, well, I don't know if Serb's lying, you're not being this neutral fucking person. You're causing more shit. By you saying all that shit about Serb, that let Serb sit up there and he gave him the power to be like, well, yeah, see, Bobby didn't say nothing. He didn't mention the part where you had texted Hector, and talking about it. But, by you doing that, that spawned a fucking 5 hours of bullshit. That's what I heard. It was 5 hours. That little thing around them talking bullshit off and on. So by you just sitting there and again, if the truth is out there and someone tells you, you say, I don't know about that. And they say, okay, well, here it is. You go to this timestamp, you go to this place, you can see it yourself. Well, I don't care enough to do that. There you go. That means not only, it ain't that you don't care, it means you already know the truth. You just don't want to see the truth because you don't want to have to fucking be a fucking man and stand up to something. It's not being if you like Serb or whatever, who gives a fuck, right? But you're not being his friend by sitting there letting him continue to lie to everybody. At this point, Serb's getting himself deeper and fucking deeper. Like he was mentioning that military shit again. All Serb's got to do is show, I mean, and again, people's like, why does he got to show his shit? It's not, that's the ones who, you know, there's 3 or 4 people on that side. But he talks about everything else. Every time someone gets a little bitty thing wrong, like G did, he will fucking harp on that shit. He'll talk about that forever. But when all the facts come out, oh, I don't owe nobody. I don't even talk about that. Why they bothering me? Why don't they leave me alone? Then he sits there and talks about Flex, saying Flex is like fucking this and that. And he is obsessed. He watches the lounge. He always says, like, what do they watch? But Serb knows every word said on the fucking lounge. He knows, I mean, all the time. He knows everything said. I don't know. Maybe he's got dog watching the lounge. Hey, if you had multiple personalities and you could, like, fucking find a way to, you know what, you could make a lot of money doing fucking gig work, have 2 orders at once, 4 orders at once if you do a double. I don't know. But like I said, Serb, you could actually put all this shit to rest. You could fix all this very easily. It's like the boat picture he put out that time. Remember that? And he tried to say it was a joke. No, it wasn't. He made it a little smart-ass comment, but he didn't know people could, like, fucking search it, and they found the picture. Then he comes back and he says, like, oh, I was doing that to troll. But yet when, like, Jackie and a few others commented on that, oh, I'm glad you was sitting there like, oh, yeah, thank you. And they was, like, you know, spilling out their heart to you and said, oh, I'm so glad you're okay. And at that point, I don't know. I mean, with Jackie, you never fucking know. I mean, she could be fucking believing it. You never know with her. But I don't think so. I think at that point they were trying to give you a kind of a pass, but you can't do it. Like I said, the way that shit you did on Necros last night is what causes all this. Like I said, I had gave you a pass, sir. I had kind of stopped talking about you, but the pass is gone, buddy. You're back on full fare right now because, I mean, you want this. You want this attention. And I love drama, and I'll give it to you. Fuck it. I don't care. I mean, I used to have to wait to Cherry to say shit, but now Necro, I guess, is going to let you up there, you know. But like I said, Necro's doing it because he wants views, and that's fine. I mean, it's YouTube, of course. And at least I've never heard Necro deny that. At least he admits it, or don't deny it, which is the same as admitting it. Again, Bobby, the same as us asking you, like, do you believe Serb? Do you believe this? And you saying, well, I don't know. That's what, you know, you act like you didn't care, but for a week, Bobby, you was everywhere like, oh my God, I hope Serb's all right. I hope Serb's all right. Cherry's even saying, like, I guess, you know, in your private life, you were talking about it. You guys really thought he was like that, but then when it comes out to be a lie, you see them fucking birds buzz the car? Bet you the geese sent them. But what I'm saying is, you never once, Bobby, when you found out all that, you did not question it. But I guarantee you did, Bobby. You say you're a smart person. You say you got sense. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you did. So that means you did look all this shit up. You have seen all this. You just don't want to admit it because I don't know why. I don't know if you think because of that, you know, because you know, one side you can say a lot of shit about and you can, like, you know, ride the fence and they won't say much. The other side, any small thing can get you cussed out as you see it did the other day. But Bobby, I'm telling you, what you did on the lounge the other day, and you can say, oh, I'm getting blamed for this. Fuck yes, you are. You're getting blamed for it because when you sit up there and say, well, I don't know if he's lying, then we say, oh, yeah, look at this. Well, we did this. Well, I didn't do it. So for one, you're calling me a liar. When I say, yeah, I said something, you're like, well, I know, but I didn't do it. That's calling me a liar, Bobby. And I'm telling you right now, I showed you where I seen it, and I offered to show it to you. Serb can't do that. So you should call that out instead of sitting there calling people who told you something and giving you proof where to go fucking find it. It ain't that you don't care enough, you don't have time, you got other shit to do. Fuck, you got plenty of time to go to fucking, what is her name now? Bayou fucking, I don't fucking know. But you got time to go there, you got time to go everywhere else and fuck around. But you ain't got time to take 10 seconds and fucking, you know, look up a search on the Coast Guard. You ain't got time to do that, but you got time to fuck around with everything else, don't you, Bob? At the end of the day, you need to quit being a bitch, Bobby. I'm serious. I know that sounds mean, but I don't give a fuck now. What I said, you cause all that shit, Bobby. I try to be joking around, be nice and shit, but you see what you caused. That little fucking freak sat up there forever, lying his ass off again because he's never been called out. He's going to continue lying, and as long as he's got 1 or 2 people that sits there and believes him, and he'll go up on a panel and be like, well, I don't know if he's lying. That puts doubt. See, new people that come in, they don't know what happened. Hell, 6 months from now, if a lot of new people come around, they don't know what happened, they don't look, and they just hear one side, hell, they're going to think Serb's a goddamn Green Beret, Navy SEAL, fucking, I don't know. That's what it causes. Now the shit's going to be called out. I mean, that's what we got to do. Everybody's like, oh, why do you care? This is exactly why we fucking care when you lie. Again, why do you care that Serb lied? Because he put a fucking 5-hour thing out talking bullshit. And Bobby caused it because Bobby won't be a man and fucking stand up and say, God damn, stop lying. You know, that's all you got to tell him, Bobby. Or look it up and find the truth and tell us. Do that, Bobby. It could go both ways, I guess, right? Show me I'm lying, Bobby. But I know I talked to the Coast Guard. I told you that. And you was like, oh, I didn't. Yeah, that's amazing, Bobby. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to go shop for this shit. And it just amazes me that the fence riding shit is what causes all of this. And that is fence riding. That is fence riding. It's not like, oh, I don't care. I don't go here. See, you make, that's all them excuses. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't have time for this. Oh, I'm not here that much. If you're here 1 minute, that 1 minute would be better spent calling out the bullshit, right? Keeping the peace. Because if Serb was called out on this, if Serb was known liar, you know, it was all called out. He couldn't lie his way out of it. He wouldn't be going around causing all this shit. I mean, see, my last 2 videos was joking videos, you know. Can't do that no more, Bobby, because the shit you did 2 nights ago spawned last night, which gets this video. See, there's a fucking, you know, direct correlation, but I don't know. I'm going to go. But you know what? Everybody that keeps letting Serb lie and making it, you know, letting him go up there and say that shit, y'all can go fuck yourself. Rest of y'all, that's what I'm saying. That's why we call it the bullshit. So shit like this don't happen, but then, you know, we give the people who don't call it out and kind of stay neutral, we give them a pass and, you know, let them go. But see, they cause a lot of shit, but they just don't want to admit it. And they always, their out is like, oh, I'm never here. I don't care that much about this. I don't care what goes on. Yeah, you fucking do. Stop lying to yourself. Stop letting Serb lie. Bobby, you motherfucker. Tommy, I'll get to you later. I had a good joke, Tommy, about a doctor, a nurse, and 3 fucking ferrets or something, but I can't tell it now because Bobby's got me out of the mood. See, Bobby, you fucked up Tommy's joke. Later, guys.